Let's talk about seller financing. What is it? Is it good? Is it bad? What are the risks? Is it a good tool? Let's get into it. I'm Nolan Baum. I'm an actual real life business broker sharing real insights to help you navigate real actual business transactions. In the context of selling businesses, seller financing is a type of creative financing where the business owner who is looking to sell their business acts like the bank. In the industry, seller financing is also known as a seller note or carrying paper or carrying a note. The buyer will probably give you a down payment and the business owner finances the rest. Keep in mind, this should be a real loan with a real contract and an actual real UCC1 lien is recorded. This should not be a handshake deal. Even if the buyer runs the business into the ground, they still owe you the full amount. That's the concept. Now, the seller financing structure can be anything you want it to be, as long as both sides agree. What will the interest rate be? How much will the down payment be? Will the note be amortized over 10 years with a balloon payment due in 3 years? Everything is negotiable. Sometimes business owners like offering buyers seller financing because, number one, it might help with their particular tax situation. They won't be receiving the full amount of the selling price at one time and owe a bigger tax liability. Check with your CPA for more information. Number two, the business might be too small for an SBA loan, so they need to offer seller financing to be able to sell their business at all. Most SBA lenders won't go below $350,000 unless they're doing me a big favor. If your business is too small or won't qualify for an SBA loan for whatever reason, and you won't offer seller financing, then your business might not be sellable. Number three, sellers get an average nationwide of 11% increase in their selling price because seller financing is favorable to buyers, so they might pay more. It opens the buyer pool so that you get more offers and a higher sales price. Number four, sellers might make more money because they get interest on top of the principal. Number five, sellers can sometimes sell their seller note down the road if they do need a lump sum for any reason. It depends on the language of the seller note contract. Most people don't know that you can sell a seller note. Buyers like seller financing because, number one, it allows the business to pay for itself mostly. For this to make sense, the monthly cash flow of the business needs to cover all the expenses of the business plus the monthly seller financing payments. This mathematical calculation is known in the industry as penciling out. They say, does the deal pencil? Meaning, can the monthly cash flow from the business cover the monthly seller note payment plus pay the seller a livable income and gets the buyer at least 20% rate of return? If not, then the deal doesn't pencil. If the deal doesn't pencil, then you can just adjust the amortization schedule and the interest rate until the deal does pencil. Number two, offering seller financing shows the buyer that the business owner is confident that the business is strong and there aren't any skeletons in the closet. If you will only accept 100% cash up front and you're moving out of state as soon as you sell your business, the buyer might worry that you sold him a lemon of a business. Now, if you offer seller financing when selling your business, you are acting like a bank. So you need to do some due diligence on the buyer. You might want to do a credit check references, get a resume, get a personal guarantee from the buyer, etc., etc. Sellers are concerned that they might not get paid, that the buyer might run the business into the ground, and the seller won't get the rest of their money or be able to take back the business. Statistically, the best way to decrease your chances of the buyer defaulting on your seller note is by making them put down a strong down payment of 45 to 50%. It's enough skin in the game that it'll hurt the buyer if they run the business into the ground. The buyers really don't want to lose that money that they put down if it was 45, 50%. 100% seller financing deals don't really exist in real business transactions because it's irrational. The business owner would need to be extremely desperate, and you probably shouldn't buy that business anyway. Or you know the buyer so well that you trust them, but if the seller offers 100% financing to someone they know really well, it's probably still irrational and or the business isn't worth anything. You'll also want to include a clause that lets you take back the business if the buyer misses payments for 30 to 60 days or something like that. If your business relies on inventory, require the buyer to keep a minimum stock level so that they can't gut the operation. In conclusion, seller financing is a type of creative financing that has a lot of benefits. You can structure the seller note however you want. As long as both sides agree, you're good. There are major pitfalls to watch out for, but they can be mitigated against. If you want help selling your business for top dollar, click the link in the description to schedule on our calendar. We'll see you on the next video in the top right-hand corner of the screen.